What is up, Fleek fans? Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're not attacking dogs. Let's get into it. Alright, so a tribe of cats called the Jellicles, good God, how many times have I heard that word in the last 2 hours, must decide yearly which one will ascend to the heaviside layer and come back to a new Jellicle life. Jellicle. This movie stars Francesca Howard, Idris Elba, Judi Dench as old Deuteronomy, and it's directed by Tom Hooper. Okay. So I watched the trailer. And there's this thing deep down, like underneath it all, telling me that this could genuinely be a well-made artistic musical / movie. Tom Hooper is an Oscar-winning director. And the play, obviously I've not seen the play. The play is really popular. And people were telling me before the movie, they're like, Austin, the play's good. I mean, other people were saying it was bad, but some people were saying, Austin, the play's good. And I can't speak upon the play because I've not seen the play. All I can say is that I've seen the movie. And the movie's not good. This is one of the most inconsistent movies I've ever seen. And I'm talking tonally, I'm talking shots, I'm talking filmmaking in general. The direction was so scattered. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say if there was a different director, it would have worked out. I don't think this is something that can become a movie. Maybe it works significantly better as a stage play, and maybe the play is different than the film. Hopefully, I pray that's the case, just in case I ever decide to watch it. But this film, you don't know what's going on. And I saw it online, and I'm sure some of you guys are watching right now, and you're hating me because, once again, I don't have an attachment to this material. But I've seen the fact that this is based off of poems that came together, and, well, there's not supposed to be a plot, Austin. There's no plot. It's just music. And you're not wrong when it comes to the movie. I mean, the movie is just a big amalgamation combination of a bunch of songs, and the songs aren't performed badly. Like, the actors were genuinely trying here. My big issue with the film is something that I was worried about going in, is that every character, or every grouping of characters, feels like they're in a different movie. Rebel Wilson and James Corden, it feels like they're in a comedy, and they think they're in a comedy. But then you have Judi Dench and Jennifer Hudson, who believe this is an Oscar-winning, Oscar material, Oscar baity film. So they're giving the performances of their lifetime. Not really, but they're giving really good performances. So I can't say the actors weren't trying here. It's not a lack of effort issue. Ian McKellen embraced everything that it meant to be a cat. I mean, the dude's licking his hands and going meow 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 meow, and the guy committed harder than I think any of them. So he was genuinely my favorite part of the film. Idris Elba was in like a 1920s noir crime film. I don't know what he was doing. I don't know. I still don't know what it's about. I've seen the movie. And I tried to pay attention because I had heard going in that you won't understand it. And I'm like, guys, how difficult can it be to comprehend, to understand, to wrap your brain around? Austin, you're wearing a Marvel shirt. You're wearing a Captain America shirt. You don't know cinema. This is what Martin Scorsese was talking about when he preached on cinema. Oh, man, this is bad. This is horrifying. I don't know what a cat looks like anymore. And I'm sure they were trying to be as accurate as possible with the music, but sometimes the music would come in, it would be so tonally different than what had just happened, and scenes will transition from one to the next, and in one scene you have one thing, and the next scene you have something completely different. And I mean a different movie. And it feels like 20 movies stuffed in one. In the same weekend as Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, where everyone is saying that feels like 2 movies in one, well, at least it's not 20 movies in one, because this is so inconsistent. It felt like they just made this because they wanted to stuff all of these different musical numbers, but even the musical numbers, the choice of where to place the camera, the shot selection in this movie is horrible. The only thing I genuinely didn't hate were the wide shots where you encapsulate the madness, but even then, if you sit back and pay attention to what's going on screen, it's just the weirdest and creepiest and most horrifying thing you'll ever lay your eyes on. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to do here, man. This is a mess. I mean, and not there can be things that redeem the mess. No, this is awful. I wanted to leave. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in the theater. Now, all of those things being said, there are moments of pure joy in this film. I'm not going to lie to you. I busted out in laughter multiple times. I tried to be as quiet as possible, but there were like 3 other people in the theater, so it didn't matter. But I busted out laughing 2 or 3 times because I just couldn't take. When Rebel Wilson comes on screen, you're like, what on God's green earth? They have these cockroaches marching around and children's faces on little rats, and then they're like eating the children, and it's just freaky. It's so freaky. And the CGI, I'm not going to lie, is significantly better than that first trailer that was just horrifying to look at. But even then, once you start watching the movie, and for me, it's not one of those things that you're going to get used to as the film progresses. It's still horrifying to look at when you're in the final scene of the film. 2 hours later, almost. It is still scary. Is this a horror film? Maybe. I used to say this all the time, but then we get a movie like La La Land, and I have slowly come around, I'll say that, to musicals, because I used to just not like musicals. But this is a musical, because all it is music and a little bit of plot, just an eensy bit. It's a musical, and it's turned me back around. I'm off the musical train. I've jumped off. I'm lost. Help. And I really do. I feel awful for someone like Jennifer Hudson, who put in a great performance. She's great in the movie. When she breaks out in song, and her song, you guys heard it in the trailer, it's fantastic. I take nothing away from her, and I take nothing away from any of the actors who were trying. Now, do I think there's going to be an audience in the same vein of The Room? Completely different movies, but this is one of those films that is so bad that I do believe some people will want to go back, watch it, experience it again, take their friends, right? Just the biggest cinematic mess of 2019. I mean, it's the worst movie I've seen in theaters. Now, is it my least favorite movie of the year? I don't know. I've seen some really horrible films on demand. We'll get to that when I give you guys my final countdown, but easily the biggest, bloodiest, worst mess, the very sexual mess that I've seen all year. And honestly, guys, I didn't think it would be good, but I did not think it would be this just weird. So freaking weird. Man. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a movie I'll revisit. I'll show friends some clips and whatnot. I'll never watch the full movie again. But I do see people going back and watching it over and over, just not people in my theater, because there's no one there. Okay, cats, if you guys like this video, if you enjoy my positivity, be sure to leave this video a thumbs up if you're a huge Cats fan. Sorry, I had cats growing up. I enjoy cats, but not this one. I'm going to give it a 10% because the actors were trying. I thought the music was really good at moments. The singing, not the visuals, the singing was good. And T Swift, old Tay Tay. That's my girl. She was there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know what you'd like to see next. I'm still debating on doing a Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker spoiler video just because I don't know. I mean, not gonna lie, you guys were pretty great in the comment section of that video and some awesome discussions within there, so thank you so much for that. I'll be back with a lot more reviews because a lot of movies dropped this weekend, but I need to go take a very warm shower. Hot shower to wash off the cats. Goodbye.